Part 1. The Introduction. In the golden age of Islamic history, when Baghdad was the intellectual heart of the world, one man arose who would be called the reviver of religion. Known by his disciples as Ghaus-e-Azam, the Great Helper, his influence would cross oceans and centuries. This is the story of Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gilani, a scholar of law, a master of the heart, and a man whose simple commitment to the truth changed the fate of thousands. Part 2. The miraculous birth. Born in 1077 CE in the province of Gilan, Abdul Qadir came from a lineage of light. He was a Hasani and Husayni Sayyid, tracing his ancestry back to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, through both his grandsons, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein. Even his birth was marked by signs. It is famously narrated that as an infant, he would refuse to take milk during the daylight hours of Ramadan, observing the fast from the very first day of his life. His mother, Khair Fatima, was a pious woman who saw in her son a destiny far beyond the mountains of Gilan. Part 3. The 40 gold coins. At the age of 18, the young Abdul Qadir felt a burning thirst for knowledge. He asked his mother's permission to travel to Baghdad, the world's center for learning. Before he left, his mother sewed 40 gold coins into his cloak, his entire inheritance. She gave him one piece of advice that would define his life. My son, never tell a lie. In the middle of the desert, his caravan was attacked by bandits. While others hid their wealth, Abdul Qadir stood calm. A robber asked him, "Do you have anything?" To his surprise, the boy replied, "Yes, 40 gold coins sewn in my cloak." The bandit leader was stunned. "Why would you tell the truth when you could have kept your gold?" he asked. Abdul Qadir replied, "I promised my mother I would never lie. Should I break my promise to her for a few coins?" Overcome with shame and awe, the robbers repented on the spot, returning all stolen goods. This was his first miracle, not of magic, but of character. Part 4. The Years of Seclusion. Upon reaching Baghdad, Abdul Qadir mastered every science, law, theology, and grammar. But the heart seeks more than books. For 25 years, he left the city to wander the deserts of Iraq in spiritual seclusion. It is said he fought his ego with such intensity that he would go days without food, standing in prayer for entire nights. He was being prepared. The desert was his furnace, and he was the gold being refined. Part 5. The Teacher and Legacy. When he finally returned to Baghdad in 1127, he was no longer just a student. He was a master. His sermons were so powerful that tens of thousands of people, kings, scholars, and commoners, would gather to hear him. He founded the Qadiriyya order, which remains the most widespread Sufi path in the world today. He taught that the path to God was through two things: service to humanity and the remembrance of Allah. Part 6. Conclusion. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Gilani passed away in 1166, but his help continues through his teachings. To this day, his name is a symbol of truth, honesty, and the heights a human soul can reach through devotion. As he once said, "Our path is built on the Quran and the Sunnah. If you find my words contradicting the law of God, leave my words and follow the law."